All right, here we go. Kev, what is up? What is up, everyone in the chat?
What's going on tonight, Rexer? How are you?
I am well. We are going to talk about, I got a letter, guys. I got a letter from Arcade 1UP.
It's not official till you get a letter.
It's an official response from 1UP to the Consumer Protection Agency, and we're gonna read what it says, or what it doesn't say for the most part. But oh, what is up, Zod? Walter is back. Keo, what is up? We're gonna open up with this video, guys. This is bizarre. We'll get into the rig giveaway stuff. We got a couple other things to cover first, but why, Kev, when we watch this, why is Mike B so nervous here when this question's about to be asked? And so I'll set the precedent. B's about to ask about the rigged giveaway to this Cyrus guy, and watch Mike B's response.
That has been on the community's mind to ask, what is kind of your response to the community conversation that happened with the rigged giveaway for the TikTok stream for Blitz?
Wow.
Like, do you have anything to say about
what's so
what
Mike, what is so crazy about that?
Community conversation that happened with the rigged giveaway for the TikTok stream for Blitz? Like, do you have anything to say?
like he's surprised that
how dare
you ask Arcade 1UP about this rigged giveaway?
I'm not a part of that, B. Keep me out of it.
Right. Wow. It's like, B, whoa, B, I can't believe you did that. Are you crazy? Do you realize that they're not going to come to you and do interviews with you if you ask them that? If you put them on the spot and ask them about their shenanigans?
Woodward and Bernstein have nothing on you, B. This is like, that was the craziest thing B ever did on the stream before. Like, come on, Mike. It had to be asked. B
B lost it on some spammer too, Kev,
dude.
you said?
Yeah, so later in the stream, some spammer typed something, and B was like, what the fuck are you here for? Get him out. Get him out.
Get him out.
He got out. He got out. Yeah, it was crazy. And
we are going to talk about a couple of, but why I bring this up of Mike B going, wow, because one of the responses in the Consumer Protection Agency response is kind of troubling to me. It was like, what? Wait a second. I mean, there's a few things that are just so bizarre. But B doesn't want to be called a shill, so he asked the hard questions, right? He's going to ask the hard questions.
Hey, I called B a shill, but I give him props. He went at Cyrus with a question that the community wanted to hear, not another version of Street Fighter. He did what we wanted. So give props to B. Mike B was wowed by it, but whatever. What was interesting was the chat you're going to talk about this, Rexer. The chat sort of mysteriously zonked out during that question, everybody.
Well, we're going to talk about, when we start talking about the rig giveaway later in the show, we're going to turn the chat off. Okay.
Yeah,
just like that show. We can't allow chat. And that's like an inside joke for people who follow it. The chat just mysteriously stopped at that point in the stream. Like nobody could respond in the chat.
I see. And then it just got turned on after it was asked. Boom, we're back.
Right when it was done, the chat came back.
That was crazy.
Oh, you guys, I can't make this stuff up, whether it was supposedly just a coincidence or not. I mean, it's the sycophant Sunday report, Big Jim. It definitely is. Here. And I got a good one for a sycophant response. Another one coming up that we'll share in a little bit. But first, we got to talk about the Street Fighter HS5. Kev, what is that? Explain it while I bring up some stuff here.
Yeah, so we have a new version of Street Fighter coming out. Not new in terms of games, just new in terms of the cabinet shape. I believe it's a deluxe cabinet. It's not an XL, right, guys? So you're not getting the bigger screen. So you're just getting a different form factor. I believe they're calling it like a shape.
Dynamo. They're calling it an HS5. They're not calling it a Dynamo.
No, they're
All
not.
right?
So it's not really a Dynamo. I can't keep up with it. So, but it's nothing new. We haven't seen these 12. We've seen these 12 games 9 times before, I believe, on the various releases. So nothing to really report other than that. And what's interesting is they had the MVC2 cabinet next to it on a riser. So you had your 2 different competing form factors next to each other. And I was finish him. The deluxe, the 3/4, get your act together on how you want to promote these cabinets, guys. It's just too many of all over the place.
Yeah, sorry, Kev got interrupted by this $2 super chat. It looks like it broke your audio up. This stupid StreamYard or Melon that we use. $2 from Stringer. Thank you. Everyone affected was awarded a free virtual high five. Remember that when they screwed up the Killer Instinct or whatever? Was that what that was from? Here's a virtual high five.
Was sold out in seconds, even though they found more an hour later at full price. They gave you all high fives, guys. Smash the high fives.
Smash it. Thank you, Stringer. Woo. Thank you. Let me try this one here. Unacceptable. Unacceptable Fringe. Thank you very much. Maybe you're rubbing off on B, Rexer. Credit where it's due. It is. I give him credit. He also, nice to see someone put Arcade's one-up feet to the fire finally in a live interview. Now, I didn't watch the whole thing also, but I heard he asked about why they lied about Marvel vs. Capcom 2 and, you know, and why they said, oh, if you're going to get shut out if you don't pre-order, we're not going to have any more. This is a limited run. Remember, limited run, not going to have any more. And he asked Cyrus the Virus about that, you know. So, you know.
B's trying. I mean, here he is here. He says, you know, B, we're only kidding about the chat. I doubt you nuked it. But he said he has no idea what happened to the chat. It's just like, what a coincidence. The hottest question that you've asked the entire chat, and then no one can respond to it. And then what's interesting is after that question, not one person talked about the giveaway. It was like, I think the chat would have been on fire with questions about it. So it was just weird, B, just weird.
Yeah. Yes, it was. Okay. Well, I wanted to comment on that, and I totally lost track of what I was going to say. But thank you, B, for answering. We'll give you credit for that, for talking about that. But guys, it's education time, and I want to be clear. I can't take credit for what I'm about to explain to you guys and educate you guys on with real arcades. I saw Retro Ralph post this stuff, but since we're talking about the not Dynamo. The HS5 Street Fighter, right? I'm going to show you, or Ralph showed people that really it's not an HS5 technically. When you really look at this thing or say it's a Dynamo HS5, and the reason is it's really there's a whole bunch of different HS cabs. Okay, there's HS1, HS2, HS3, blah blah blah, HS4, HS5. But the HS1 is the one that had the 19-inch monitor, okay? Mostly vertical, but it could be turned, okay? What's in this one? A 17-inch monitor, Kev?
Yeah.
So even smaller, the monitor. The smaller monitors went in the HS1s. So these idiots should have called it an HS1 and not an HS5 because the HS5 has the 25-inch monitor and is wider and different. Now, I mean, can you believe like they don't even do their research? That's how stupid they are. You know,
this was a 5-minute thing that you and Ralph did. You're telling me that nobody did a 5-minute research.
He knew probably, you know, immediately saying, "Wait a second, you know, they're calling it an HS5, really?" You know.
But why are they calling? What's their slant on it? Do you know why would they call it an HS5?
They call it an HS5 because everybody in the community who owns a Street Fighter owns an HS5, a real one, and they kept saying HS5, Dynamo HS5. You know, whether it was Ralph or She-Lion or this or Scarlet Sprites or whoever, they say HS5. Yeah. So they were like, "Oh, it must be an HS5." HS5, you know,
because One Up never says anything wrong.
One Up never gets anything wrong.
They're perfect.
Okay, let's take a look at I got to bring up a picture here, guys. Kev, did well, and I will say this too: they got the coin door wrong, guys. All the HS models had a dual coin door, so another thing they got wrong. But good effort. And I will say this, guys. I will say this. If this was 5 years ago or 4 years ago, I would have bought this cab. I would have bought it right away and said, "Oh, this is going to be great. It looks just like it and has everything that I want." Now, I would have purely been disappointed, once I got it, because I don't know, you can't play 2 players. Buttons and joysticks still suck. Thing wobbles all over, right? It'll probably be emulation problems for all we know again, or monitor issues or whatever. Yeah. So I would have been sadly disappointed, but I would have bought this because this is what I would have expected.
But I think you're bringing up a good point there. You said 5 years ago, let's say 3-4 years ago, that would have been the progression at that time. This company is the slowest I have ever seen to implement change and advancement. It took 4 years to get something that looks the best that they put out of these 9 versions. Yeah. It's like, couldn't we get this 3 years ago? And then you would get your flowers and you get your props. But this is 9 versions later, and it just doesn't, it's too late. You've strung the community out. They bought this. And like I think Zod said, you can get different versions of this. The Hadouken for like $300 with a riser. Why would you spend $5 on this? It's the same games,
Yeah. Jason, with all due respect, John D used to work for Capcom and knows what he has.
Yeah, exactly.
He doesn't know the difference between an HS5 and an HS1. I'll tell you that. But yeah, I don't think John D knows too much about anything, as evident as them putting buttons on the wrong side of their cabs and
yeah, like 2-player, 1-player. Yeah, they're still a startup, Rex. For 5 more years, they won't be a startup.
How about this, Kev? How about this? Let's get. You notice anything wrong with this picture?
It looks like it's 2-ply. They have 2 different.
It's 2-ply and 2-toned.
2-tone. Look at it. Couldn't they get some? Oh, come on, guys. Now, is that the in-person, the actual? Like, it couldn't look like that. There's no way that was left.
That's straight from Evo, Kev. I'm sorry to say.
That is an Evo picture. So that part was left in the sun for 3 years, and the front part wasn't. Come on.
The other Joseph knew. Two-tone cat piss control deck.
Hey, what?
It looks like your cat urinated on the bottom half.
Look at that. That is like you went and got closeouts and they just hacked it together with no pattern. It's like, come on, that is crazy.
So sad. But people are going to pre-order, right, Kev?
It's the best version they've done. You got to get it, Rex. You got to upgrade your 12 games that you bought a year ago. It's the same games.
And why would you buy when you got the Yoga Flame and Shinkudo?
Exactly. That's what I say.
People are starting to make sense.
Yes.
People are starting to make sense.
Steps is preaching here. Yeah. Steps has always said that the Yoga Flame is like her favorite cabinet, and it's on clearance now, I think, for $300. Why would you not get that?
Yeah.
Get that. It's guys, if you're going to spend your money, get that. So Steps is right.
Yeah. So I don't know. Anybody has seen this anywhere?
What is that? It looks like
when he says he has a Dynamo, but it's a 1-up.
She knows. She knows it's not an HS5, right, Rexer? Look at that face.
It's awful. Awful.
It looks like that was taken from the Casino Cade video, Rexer.
Guys, what's the story behind that meme, Kev? Are we allowed to tell that story?
Yeah, I guess. I think that would be our buddy 19K Fox posting that meme. He took it from the Casino Cade video, and props to him. I think it's hilarious. And now home arcade community, that meme's going to spread with all different sayings. And every time they release something, her going to be there.
$1.99 from Twisted Gaming TV. Props to New Wave Toys. That gets everything right. Yeah. Yes, they do. That numbskull gets it right too.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. I'm gonna say it again. I predicted it, and it's coming true, guys. Wait for the Cleveland Gaming Classic. Something's coming. Something's coming, and you're gonna like it. I'm gonna like it.
I'm going to like it. And that's something we don't say often with these 3/4 arcades. I'm going to really like it. So, and then you're going to like it. So hopefully you like it in the chat as well, guys. So hang in there for a month and a half, and then we'll maybe see what New Wave Toys got up their sleeve.
Yeah, we'll be back. Thank you, Twisted Gaming TV. All right. What else did I have before we get into the letter? I got a clip here, Kev.
You had the.
I got a clip that I did not.
Hey Rexer, somebody knows us. Somebody knows us. Look at the comments. Somebody might know
that would be cool if it was a golden tee, BA.
Hey, BA, how cool would that be if that's what they were working on?
But let's say they did do a golden tee. They'd have to do the right design, right? They have to get the model that's, the slanted screen, right? With a lot of leeway, because remember when we used to play back in the day, it was still an upright cab.
Yes.
But when you rammed your hand, right, you'd hit the glass like with your hand, and you wouldn't break it because it was slanted, and it was a perfectly natural, ram it and put your hand up and wham, you hit the glass. So
well, put it this way, New Wave Toys knows how not to make it if they play the arcade one-up version.
Right.
So if they were interested in Golden Tee, they can get something to tell them how not to go, and then they just have to do the opposite.
We don't know what it could be.
No.
I just think that whatever it is, it's going to be good.
It's going to be cool.
And this is all rumors. Okay, I'm not going to say I know for sure, because I don't ever want to say that unless I'm allowed to say that. And I don't know anybody at New Wave Toys, guys. And as a matter of fact, just so you guys know, I get emails once in a while because I want to be transparent, unlike Travis NDA, who gets flown out and is paid by. We're going to get into that. We'll get into that when we get to the letter. But I've had offers to review stuff from New Wave Toys. I've refused some of them because I just didn't want them, and I didn't think I should have them. And I was hoping to get the Coke thing. I was supposed to get the Coke. They got the refrigerator, the little Coke thing, but I don't think I'm going to get it. I don't know anybody there. I don't talk to anybody. If I get an email that's from somebody I don't even know that says, "Here, we're going to send you this, review it." But yeah, we will be excited because I'm pretty sure it's coming. All the hints lead to Cleveland, especially with what Tech Buzz said.
Tech Buzz kind of piggybacked on what you said. He might have somebody, he might know somebody over there, so he might just be lending credence to what you said a couple months ago.
Yeah. All right. Let me share this, Kev. I don't think you saw this. I don't know if anybody saw this, guys. I don't know. This is just a bizarre comment. Okay. Which I don't understand. And let me share the screen here first. This would be
Mike's rubbing it in. His Coke machine's coming tomorrow, Rex. So he's rubbing it in on you. Thanks.
Yeah.
Mike.
Well, I saw Wagner's Tech Talk had one already.
Oh, he has one? Nice.
Yeah.
I'll have to check
that bastard. So, I was a little, okay. Now, this is bizarre. Listen to what Mike B says and let me know why he's saying this, because I have no idea what he's saying here and why. And let me preface this with the backstory. He's talking about Marvel vs. Capcom 2 and B Kong Stream with Keo Daikin. And he's going on the rave about how great it is now when that's not the case. Okay, guys, people in the chat, it still sucks. The online play still sucks. I talked to B. He's like, I tried playing somebody in Texas. It was absolutely awful. You watch the stream and Keo's like, it's just not as good as Xbox. He's like, it's not as responsive. He's like, is it playable? And he's like, man, I guess. I mean, yeah, we all know the word playable, sure. Online is unplayable still. There were no change improvements to the change log. There is no, well, why Texas? Well, he wanted to play somebody a little bit further away than California, because if you play somebody right next to you, you have a better chance of having a decent connection, even though it still sucks. So he tried somebody in Texas and he said it was awful. So anyway, that's the backstory to this. Now, Keo knows it's still garbage. So now here's what I didn't understand. Listen to this comment.
Okay.
And there's a reason I'm showing this, and we'll get to it in a little bit. But
it's Capcom 2. B did a big stream of Keo Deacon last night as well. Some highlights were both really thought the game was a lot better. Keo kept mentioning this weird thing about just getting a micro center cab and putting an Xbox in it. I thought was really inappropriate, but other than that, it was a really good show. Thought the game was a lot better. Keo kept mentioning this weird thing about just getting a micro center cab and putting an Xbox in it. I thought was really inappropriate, but other than that, it was a really good show.
What have you heard that yet?
No, I'm reacting like instantly. What's so weird about that? That's literally the best thing you could probably do.
Well, the suggestion is a great suggestion.
Yes,
first of all,
he's not
but
leading.
why is it inappropriate?
Inappropriate on a B is not representative of Arcade 1-Up. It's not like John D's on the stream and
Bingo.
What?
It's not an official 1-Up stream.
No.
It was on B's channel. It was with two people who supposedly have no affiliation with 1-Up. Or do they?
Or do they?
Is Michael B now just ratted out Kong because Kong is somehow paid and an employee or NDA, some sort of affiliation with 1-Up? I mean, why is it inappropriate for somebody to say that?
I mean, did we miss a joke there? Because it's only
no.
It's only inappropriate if they had a list of topics and all of a sudden Keo goes off-roading because John D wanted him to focus in on certain things. But even then, he didn't call his mom names. What's so inappropriate about saying get a Micro Center cab?
Get a Micro Center cab, put it. And here's the other thing, Kev. It's legal what he's saying. The Xbox plays that game legally. So what is so inappropriate about it?
Well, he could have been being sarcastic, but I just don't get it. Like, it's not inappropriate. Like we always say, get Fightcade. Like, is that inappropriate?
Right. Well, yeah, because it's stealing, ROMs, so you can argue it's inappropriate, but this is not. All right. Stringer Film says, send me the link. I got something to show you.
Oh, wait, hold on. P-Dubs is going to clear this up.
That is a long-running inside joke.
We literally bring that show. All right, so maybe
it didn't sound like that. Really,
so we're off on that. We don't watch every show.
That then. Okay, I don't want to. If that's a long-running joke, that it didn't really. Nobody, because I guess okay.
So maybe he didn't bring it up, and Mike was saying he brought it up because that's the joke that these guys use all the time. I don't know.
All right, well, thank you, P-Dubs, for saying that and not giving us the impression that there's something else going behind the scenes.
Look at all the
right
people
over my head too. That joke.
Look at all the people who don't post that our chat. All of a sudden are posting.
People who are in the background,
in the back hiding. Now it was a joke. I love all the hiders. Love it.
You guys should clear this up then if that's the joke.
Akuma, we didn't get to it yet. It's coming. It's coming, buddy.
Yeah, here's a couple. We'll get into it right now. Let me bring up I got some screenshots. So what happened, guys, is I filed a complaint. If I'm going to complain about something that happened that we were all wronged as a community, I'm not just going to sit there and say something. I'm going to act on it. And I thought the right thing to do was file a complaint with the Consumer Protection Agency. So I did. And I said, listen, we got to do we do got it. Can you send Pitbull or not Pitbull? Sorry. Thank you, Pitbull, for joining.
Stringer.
Can you send Stringer, like maybe post it in the chat or something? And we'll
then anybody could jump in, right?
Well,
hold on. Let's see if I can. Hold on. I think I have his email.
You got his email or something? Send it to him. We'll get you in as a second at the end, Stringer. But hold on.
Hold on, Stringer.
So they didn't have to respond, but they did respond. And what they said, there were just a couple weird things in this thing, and I'm going to show you what they said, what they responded, and what they did, to remedy this. But some odd things. So let me bring up the pictures first here, so I can let you guys see what was wrote, so you don't just say, "Oh, I don't know what Rex. What are you saying?" Let's do this and share the screen here.
All right, Stringer, check your email. I just sent it to you at your Gmail.
Is this it? See if you guys can read this. Stringer better have something funny. Okay. So, a response summary from Brian Bench. Does anybody know this guy? Brian Bench, head of Arcade 1-Up Customer Care, reviewing all the feedback and supporting materials. He says the giveaway was rigged, because the discovery and alleged scandal that
we don't see anything, Rex. There it is.
You don't see it?
It is now. It is now.
Oh,
I don't.
okay.
Maybe it was
Sorry.
me.
Response summary from perspective of Brian Bench. Let me see if I can
spell
zoom
supporting right up there, Rex, or is that me? That I look at the word supporting.
The discovery alleged scandal that the giveaway is rigged for a company. by me and whatever is not true based upon their one source they attribute to the scandal, Nick UAG Cruz, as outlined by his own statement below and YouTube recorded message.
Wait,
which
he says he didn't do it.
He says he didn't do it, which is now gone. But what's
him.
interesting in the beginning of this is he is already deflecting to UAG. If we're going to lie, we're going to make him the liar, and we're not going to lie. We're just going to say that he's the one who lied, right? That he's the one who told us
Not
this
us.
wasn't rigged. Not us. We have nothing to do with this.
Yeah.
Out of the 30 participants, blah, blah, blah. 30 participants. Remember, it was 100 that Moat and UAG. Oh, it was 100. And then Moat's like, there weren't no 100 on there.
Yeah.
Remember that one? That was great.
I do think it was 30-ish. I do. Because
it was
on
30-ish.
TikTok. Yeah.
No remedy is needed as the giveaway was fair and conducted. Honestly, Arcade 1UP is making a goodwill gesture of donating an NFL blitz to the local kids group in Woodwood, Miami area, which they probably had already done.
Wait, how does that help the 30 people on that chat that wanted to win?
That is my exact point here, right?
What?
So there's more, guys. We'll get to more. Hold on, because it gets even better.
Yeah.
But here is my question. If they did something, if they felt that they could remedy something or do something good, wouldn't you just do the giveaway again?
Yeah.
And be like, we got to do it again. Let's just, out of good faith, give the giveaway to the community again because the community got wronged, and let's just do it. That's what a normal company, I think, would do. They'd be like, all right, we'll just do another giveaway.
And you could still do your children's giveaway to your local charity on top of it. And then you start to get goodwill with the community, but you didn't do it and you haven't done it. And now you're hiding still.
Yep. Still hiding, still denying, right? No,
so they did this giveaway privately, like
right.
Like
yeah,
you
they
said,
just gave it to the kids.
Just here you go, guys.
Right,
why giving it to me? Shh, just take it. Just take it.
We had to tell the Consumer Protection Agency we did something good.
The consumer,
yeah. I'm surprised they even responded to.
Yeah,
because I don't think they knew they didn't have to respond.
They don't have to.
They didn't have to. And now after they did respond. Because I didn't like the response, I'm going to take it further. The Better Business Bureau's next. Maybe the Attorney General's next, right? Unfortunately, just so you guys know, in the real world, the only way to really remedy this for, say, someone like me, if I was in the contest, is I'd have to take them to small claims court and be like, hey, you owe me a blitz cab because I had a chance to win and you didn't get it, and they rigged it. So.
Well, we got confirmation here that charity was called ? So at least they're participating in they're playing Blitz right now. Everybody,
they're playing Blitz right now. All right.
That's
so
hilarious.
There, could you see? So now they go to the next part of the letter, and this is great because everybody that John asked about it John said, no, legal's handling this. Legal's handling. So far, I have no legal. I don't see anything legal. Any legal, attorney at law that has answered anything here, right?
No.
So he goes on to give a statement of events, blah blah blah. Throws Wong in there,
Wong. I don't remember Wong being on that stream, right? Like
he was. He made not the initial TikTok.
Yeah.
Obviously, and then I think he made an appearance in some like pre-recorded video on UAG's giveaway.
So they just
stream.
Lumped him in with that, right?
Yeah. So he goes on to tell what happened, blah, blah, blah. And then he says, on June 27th, Nick emails me a formal statement of what happened.
Whoa.
Okay. And then he says, he explains here. Now the video is gone. We all know he took the video down. Let's take a look at that statement, right?
Go. We have a statement?
We have a statement from your average gamer right here.
Woo.
And I highlighted this first section. He's like, first of all, this is like, guys, this is like a Dear John like letter. Like Dear John, I'm sorry everything went so wrong, but I have to leave. Like, how many Dear John letters have been sent to John Diamonin from all these YouTubers?
Not
Dear
again.
John, you effed me over one too many times and lied to my face. I'm sorry, but we have to break up this relationship.
Wow.
All right. So here's the weird thing. Okay.
So this is from UAG's fingers. He wrote this.
Well, you can tell he didn't write it when you read it, but
all right. Yeah, but it's supposedly coming from his email to John D.
Yes.
Okay.
But I hope you're well, blah, blah, blah. You know, I text you right before this. I wrote this letter and we went through it all, what I was supposed to say. No, he doesn't say that, but that's
Wait,
really what he would have said. You know, I spoke with you on the phone. I apologize for putting you and Arcade One Up in a position. I resign from any further working relationships with the company. Wait a second, Kev.
Oh, well, wait.
He resigns?
How do you resign from a free promotional position?
How do you resign from a job that you supposedly never got paid from?
Paid for it. Well,
you did it on the goodwill of your heart, and now you're resigning?
Huh. The implication for me reading that is he was getting some type of compensation in order to have a
sort of stipend to be resigning from a working relationship with somebody. Which leads me back to the point of, guys, all these comments like, whoa, what do you, don't ask about that. You're going to ruin your working relationship and whatever stipend, not saying B's getting stipend. Travis NDA, he is getting paid to get flown out he got paid to get flown out to Evo and go represent the product. Now, Travis NDA doesn't tell you this and doesn't divulge like he has to. He needs to divulge that, yes, I'm getting paid by One Up. Yes, they flew me out here. Yes, I'm shilling their product. Yes, I've lied to you guys over and over about the products. Yes, I told you Blitz runs great and it doesn't. Yes, I told you Marvel vs. Capcom 2 runs great and it runs like crap. Yes, I put FOMO in you and said it'd be limited for both Blitz and Marvel vs. Capcom. He needs to divulge that.
Yes, and it's more confirmation that what we were saying has been pretty much proven true, guys. You can't trust what these guys are telling you when they're in bed with John D and Arcade One Up. All we want is transparency and honesty. Yeah. Look at this case. UAG is a textbook example of touching the sun.
Yeah.
And here we go. And here we are.
Here we go. Yep. And I wish I had the part. I should have replayed the Travis goof that I had where Travis is like, I'm just going to be transparent. I'm all about transparency. I'm all about transparency, and just replay it over and over. Really, Travis? You're that transparent that you're getting paid to get flown out to Evo and you're shilling the crap out of the product, and yet you don't divulge it to anybody because maybe, just maybe that would change somebody's mind about what you're doing and why you're doing it and what the motives are behind it, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, let me see what Kuma Rev says. Thank you, Kuma. The fact that even with spell check built into the app, the leader of the Troll Patrol should be happy he isn't getting charges. No giveaway. New giveaway is needed. Yeah. New giveaway is needed.
It is
right?
needed. It's needed.
Well,
it's unbelievable that they're even trying to like hide to this day and hope it just gets swept under the rug. Yeah. And what's interesting is, you know, every stream that One Up does lately, it's not live, it's all pre-recorded. So even they don't want, you know, you guys in the chat spamming Ashley or Blitz and all that stuff. They've been intentionally hiding. Yeah. When's the last time they went live, Rex? It was before Blitz. Yeah. It was before you know.
Yeah. And here's the issue, guys, that I have, right? Just come clean already and you would have been better off. And redo it. How do you face your friends? How do you look at you guys selves in the mirror? How does One Up actually look in the mirror to these people and say, yeah, you know, we know it was rigged, but we're going to sit here and lie to a federal agency, to a government agency, so we don't have any legal ramifications, you know?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you say, yeah, it looks like it was rigged, but that guy doesn't belong to us anymore. We fired him. You know, he resigned. So let's make amends. Nope. Instead, they do the cowardly thing and say, we're throwing UAG under the bus. By the way, thank you, Akuma. I'm sorry. We got a couple here. What did I miss, Kev? We got Dylan.
Just Dylan here.
Dylan finally catching a live. Expose those fools, Rex and Kev. Guys like your average cheater need to be scrubbed from the hobby entirely.
I think when they hired UAG, they played the Mission Impossible, and they said if any member of your team get caught, we will disavow. Well, UAG was disavowed from Arcade One Up. He was disavowed.
Thank you, Dylan. Thank you, Dylan.
Dylan,
speaking up. Buddy.
I love Dylan.
Man. Whoa, man. You used to speak up all the time.
Yeah, Dylan always was a voice in the community. It's good to see him back doing his thing.
Yeah.
And then we got Twisted.
I got some more. Could you got those? I can't see.
Yeah, I got Twisted here.
All right. Stringer will get to you. I just wanted to get to that in the end. Stringer, hang tight, okay?
Yeah, hang tight, buddy.
$199 from Twisted. If this was Nintendo, already
yes. Nintendo does not play around with their properties. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, what did we miss anything else? I just want to Make
No,
sure
we should be.
didn't miss.
Yeah, we
Thank
should
you.
be. We're all caught up. Thanks,
A
guys.
new giveaway would just
Yeah, it would-
even if you don't, if you say we're not acknowledging that it was rigged, but just
Exactly.
let's just do a new giveaway to do it.
Yeah, exactly. Not say going forward we're gonna do it better. No, you have to go backward to go forward, guys. You can't just go forward and say like Cyrus said, going forward we're gonna do it on the up and up. But what about the 130 people was hanging on? Come on, man. You have the cabinet sitting in a warehouse. Nobody's buying these blitzes. You can write it off for tax purposes. Come on.
Yeah. This just goes to show you guys how deep this relationship goes.
Yeah.
How deep the working relationship goes. I mean, when you have to write a letter saying you resign. There was one other thing that I think I found interesting that we do have to go over because it's laughable. And I will show this. Let me bring it down here and let's see if I can. The other highlighted. In fact, I gotta zoom this in because this is just too funny. In fact, I didn't even personally know the person until months after the giveaway. Wow. Like, Kev, I gotta tell you something, Kev. Wait, I gotta tell you something,
Okay,
Kev.
go ahead.
I gotta tell you something now.
All right,
okay?
what do you got? What are you saying?
8 years ago when I started my channel,
Yeah.
I started it for you.
Oh,
so me
dude,
and you could do this show today.
8 years ago, you knew at this moment.
8 years ago, I started this channel for you, Kev. Just
dude.
for you, buddy, because I love you so much.
I was waiting for 8 years, Rex. I'm so glad you came. I'm so glad you knew at this time you would know me and then create your.
That's right.
Your
8 years ago,
channel.
I knew that I would come and know you at this point in time, and we could do a show together.
I wish you knew the lottery and not knowing that you would know me, but. I'll take it. I'll take it.
He says to her, I rigged the giveaway for you. And then he goes and says, I didn't know you 2 months ago.
He literally says on the stream, you know who that is, Sosa?
Yeah, you know who that is, Sosa?
Because he
like, who gets that excited when you don't know somebody, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, you're digging a deeper hole. It's getting Kev. And here's the other thing. We could grab emails and texts and messages that clearly show that he knew who she was and was talking to her long before the giveaway.
Long before we have the receipts.
It's just terrible. What like that's gonna get you out of it? Oh, I didn't know her.
Why would I rig it, Rex?
But I told her I rigged the giveaway for her months later.
Oh,
these idiots! You idiot, John D. You're like you think you're gonna fool the community, John, with this nonsense? You know, it's rigged and everybody knows it.
Yes.
Oh, it's funny.
Only the people reading that email are like, "What is this mess? What do you mean you didn't know her? Like, how dumb is this?
What do you mean you didn't know her?
Didn't know
You said you rigged the giveaway. Oh, it hurts me to even think that they patronize us, to be so stupid to think that they could patronize us like that. Shameful. Thank God the 130 people in here are smarter than that. Well, maybe there's 10 trolls in here who are like, no, I think he's really telling the truth. I think he's really. I mean, the question marks. The thing was weird. He acted goofy.
The question marks was an accident. Come on, Rex, you're mean, Kev. You're mean. We got $2 from Hobby Hands. He says, "My Vectrex Blitz is more fun to play." I wouldn't say that's far from the truth.
Guaranteed, Hobby Hands. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right, what do you try? Is there somebody put a Trump comment? Trump said he didn't know her too. That's all you got.
He didn't know her. He's 20 million poor. Yeah, if I didn't know Brooklyn 8 years ago, we would have never played golf every Saturday. Wow.
He bought VR because he knew he's gonna do it for you because he wanted to play with you.
Oh my God, it's unbelievable.
Let me remove this.
Yeah,
is Stringer in here somewhere?
Yeah,
I see him down there.
Stringer, no, he's right. I believe he's right there. Let's see. Stringer, come in.
Hold on, let me unpause.
Look at Stringer's stream. He's got something for you.
Stringer, are you there?
There it is.
Yeah.
Stringer, he's got the real deal.
I think that's an HS2.
That's not a 5 because of the screen, right?
Stringer, we can hear you.
It's Mr. Bell. Oh no. Now you have to blow him up. Yeah, you gotta throw him.
What's up?
What's going on, Stringer?
There's a Dynamo.
That is a Dynamo. That is. I like it. I think I had a Dynamo. My RoboCop was in a Dynamo. I sold it, but I think it was a Dynamo. I didn't know much about Dynamos until I saw Ralph sent some stuff and explained it.
Well,
and
I don't think Data East didn't really make cabinets, right?
Yeah.
So all of them are Dynamos.
Yep.
The Curve Marquee, Dynamo.
Yeah. The
But that's the 19-inch monitor.
Yeah.
But the control panel is totally different.
Yeah,
it's totally different.
different.
It's not the cut. That's why it's an HS2. The HS2 didn't have the what do they call it? Like the jut out or the cut out, or I forget what they call it. But yeah, exactly right. So that, I mean, and this is why we even the mic is professionally said, hey, Stringer's the real deal over here, man. Stringer's the real deal. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at this. It's on wheels. He's ready to turn it around.
Wow.
It's XL.
Look at
What'd
that
you say?
thing. It's an X and XL.
It's the XL.
Yeah, baby. Looks nice and clean there.
It's
beautiful.
Oh man, look how shiny. That's Nick
Yeah,
Matson.
dude.
That's Nick Matson's first restoration.
Wow,
Is it really?
That's nice.
What did he paint the sides with there? Because it does look kind of glossy.
Glossy. Yeah.
He painted them with magic.
Yeah.
It's actually he used laminate, but he got the glossy laminate, and he was afraid that it was like the wrong stuff,
Yeah.
and it came out just beautiful.
Yeah. It looks great.
The way it works.
I
Yeah,
like
yeah,
it.
yeah.
I
He
like
did a
it.
really good job. So like he was trying to he needed to make room, and he really didn't want to get rid of it. And I was like, well, how much do you trying to sell it for? He's like, or how much you sell it to me? He's like, $300. And I was like,
What?
all right,
300?
it's
Did you
half,
not laugh?
It's half off the one ups. Well, I had to pay $200 to ship it. Fast enough.
Still
But,
worth
like,
it.
Still coming in. With
But
money
yeah,
in your
dude,
pocket.
like, so 500, keep it in the family, and then like if he ever wanted it back, he can always take it back. So
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
But,
Keep it in the fam.
But here's what else is cool about this one. So how many games does the
12.
the new one? They're all the same, right? It's the
It's
same
got
Yeah.
12 games and you'll only
12 or
play maybe
14.
2 or 3 on them.
Oh.
Yeah.
So-
What is he going to show us?
What are you running in there?
Man.
This is
I'm running my groovy MAME.
Oh, you're running Groovy MAME through into a CRT?
Is that
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I can see. We can see.
Yeah.
Name a game. Or
Damn.
I got just like fighting games in here.
Hyper fighting.
Damn. Look at
Switch res, perfect clock timing, perfect resolution.
Jesus. When I die, I want to go in the
All right.
Stringers arcade.
So here's the thing with 1UP. I want Alpha 2 and Alpha 3.
I'm playing it in the United States, so just don't tell anybody.
Okay. Alpha 2 and Alpha 3.
Oh yeah. Let's get
125 people hate you right now.
Stringer, you have 125 people hating you.
Well, here's the other thing. Here's the other thing I want to say, guys.
Wow.
You saw, like, I love when people say, oh, yes, cabs are heavy. These things are heavy. But you saw him move it around.
Yeah, he had it on his casters.
Whether you put it on casters or whatever. Oh, there it is.
See it?
Look at
Yep.
that.
Yep.
Beautiful.
And you can run it to a CRT, which is crazy.
Wow.
See?
Yeah, check this out. 3.
What about Third Strike? You got Third Strike?
Look how quick he gets ready.
Here's Alpha 3.
Alpha 3. I like Alpha 3, actually. Alpha 3. They'll come out. See, here's the problem, guys, in the chat, is they will come out with Alpha and the Alpha series, and it's going to be too late by then, because either
Yeah.
all of you have a modded ALU or a modded 1UP, and it's like too late.
Yeah.
We wanted Alpha 3 years ago,
I don't have this. I haven't put the CHD for the Third Strike. I got the ROM, but I don't have the CHD.
Somebody was
Oh,
asking
okay.
if you have JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
JoJo, that
I
here's
got
what's funny.
second impact. What is that?
Everybody likes JoJo's. It's like a Dreamcast rare game.
Well, Second Impact is technically Third Strike, right? Somebody in the chat who knows the sequence.
Give me free something.
Yeah. JoJo's Bizarre. I get so many people who write me in my YouTube channel, and they're like, can you tell me how to run JoJo's Bizarre
Yeah,
Adventure?
everybody-
There is something out there on the internet with bad JoJo Bizarre ROMs, and I always have to share my
Really?
ROM and stuff with people.
Oh, so
You didn't hear me say that, by the way. I don't share, Kev. I do not share my ROM. Even though I just said that I shared my
Yeah,
ROMs, I
you
do
don't
not share my ROM.
no.
See how you do that?
No, and if you write a letter saying you didn't, then it's official and you're good. You can clear your name instantly.
What? MK4?
Whoa, is that MK4?
Oh, that is nice.
Damn,
I
that
hate
looks
the control
good.
panel setup. I'm not
Yeah.
playing it because of the control panel setup, Stringer. I only want my MK control panel setup, but that is pretty cool that you can run that. What's up, gamer? You came late.
Yeah, had to go back.
Everyone will be dead by the
Yeah,
time. You are exactly right.
We're
You
all
are
heading
exactly
there.
right. Do you guys hear my doorbell ringing?
Is that what that is? Yeah, I hear it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Okay, you guys wrap up the show. Thank you. Hit this. I'm gonna go on mute for a second and go take care of this.
Can you hear this
And then
doorbell?
we're gonna wrap it up after this. Okay,
All
Kev?
right. All right. $10 from Paul Barris. Stringer, does it play Pac-Man? That's Stringer, does it play Pac-Man? That's all Paul Barris wants to know.
Am I too loud? Or?
No, it's fine now. It was loud a second ago. If it plays Pac-Man, then you're in. How about Pit Fighter? You got Pit Fighter?
That's what I just played.
Oh, you did? Oh, okay. So Zod was saying it was Pit Fighter. I didn't know if he was asking for it. I was looking at the super chat. So given all this, Stringer, I'm sure you have 2 on pre-order now, right? You went right to the Arcade 1-Up website after 3, right? You got to put them next to your... Jesus.
And they didn't even add the Punisher to it.
Wow. Yeah, well, we all know the Punisher was taken away, right? They can't do the Punisher anymore. There it is. Looks good to me. That is unbelievable. See, you're not creating the narrative, Stringer, that owning arcades is tough. You know, with a little bit of work, you can have these things in your house.
Okay, I am back. I want to say thank
right.
you to Paul and anybody else.
Wrap it up.
Sorry I missed your super chat, but thank you, Paul. I hope you read it.
I got it. I read it. Yep.
Stringer, awesome for coming on. You there?
Stringer's just showing off at this point.
He's just showing off at this point.
He's just looking at his
Tekken 2.
Damn.
There we go. So the point with Stringer, though, is a little bit of effort, just a little bit of effort, and you could have
your dreams.
Dozens of games on a real cab. Just a little bit of effort. Now, I don't mind people, somebody who doesn't have a 1-Up Street Fighter, this is your time. Buy this one.
Yeah, exactly.
And then mod it, you know? I mean, don't worry about the online play because nobody's on there online anyway. All right?
Yeah, it's dead now. It'll be dead when this thing comes out.
Yeah. What the hell is Stringer playing next?
Stringer, what is
that?
Is that
Berserk?
Wizard of War?
Wizard of War.
Wizard of War?
Wizard of War.
Ah.
Yeah. Jesus.
Oh my gosh.
These are all on one-ups.
crazy.
He's showing us. He's just going nuts.
All right, Stringer.
guys.
Say goodbye to everybody. We gotta go.
Stringer.
So basically, it is a
Stringer would
I'll
talk
tell
for
you
him.
what it is.
Yeah.
It's
All right.
It's Groovy Mame, and it's running on the same Dell Optiplexes that you guys are putting in your one up.
Yeah. Like
Same,
what, like $100 Optiplex or something?
Dude,
What?
I bought 6 of them back when I thought one ups were the thing to have.
Yeah.
And I was gonna mod a bunch of 1-Ups, and I sold them all. And then I had all the Optiplexes. I think I bought 5 for like $100.
Wow.
Jeez.
Like,
Yeah, I remember you saying something like that.
so the
Fago?
the big blue that was
I will recommend Fago.
That was at Southern Fry, the big blue that Ralph did the video on, where the guy had like the monitor on the top playing like Street Fighter. The new one. I was like, yeah, dude, I could do that. If I had a big blue, just run big box. You know, put a screen up on top. You can mirror that. It's not that hard. But his thing, he was running a 4x3 CRT, but he wasn't running Groovy Mame, and he wasn't running like the Switch res. So like, it was the resolutions were the same. So I'm using EMU CRT emulator deal, like a program. You have to use a Radeon card, and the cool thing is that you can flash Radeon cards to output 15 kilohertz, like in their BIOS.
But there's a few ways to run to a CRT. There's a few ways to do it.
The Open Ice I got the free cabinet. I couldn't afford. I'm not going to pay for Open Ice boards. It's running the same thing. Open Ice plays Blitz. The Killer Instinct cabinet does the same thing, and I think that's it. Oh, Turtles is playing all the Konami cabinets. Those are only 4. All the rest of them have the real hardware in them.
Yeah. Okay. Fago, yes, I will recommend when they're good. And I don't know if this one's good or not, but I'm just saying if it's your first buy, you're better off buying this one. Than probably the others. Just out of pure, it's at least a slight upgrade. And I will recommend the Defender Partycade and the Star Wars. So I'll recommend a couple once in a while. But other than that,
one cannot be taken seriously until they get this game.
What is that?
Is that Street Fighter 1? What
is that? Like the movie Street Fighter?
Oh, it's just it's the movie.
Oh, jeez, Stringer. Oh no.
After we sign off, Stringer will
sign off on that. Wave goodbye, Stringer. We're out of here.
Bye, Stringer.
Thanks, guys, for watching.
Thanks,
we'll see
chat. Great show, everybody.